Gets the kill on the Panther. Pack-gun might get the kill. Nope, misses. Loading. Oh, drop smoke. Okay. I love it. He could have gotten escape, but he's like, no, I'm going to be extra cautious. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 1v1, haven't done one in a while, but at least I'm doing one now. Doing one on the map, what is this, Crossroads. Should probably remember that because literally there's a giant like fork or I guess plus out of it. Literally with roads going down each and every single way. But in any capacity, this 1v1 was brought by a player. That player I'll reveal at the very end. But if you would like to be the player that I talk about at the end of the video and give a awesome shout out to, submit your COH2 replay or top moments. I accept those too. So if you have a replay that's okay, but you have a really awesome thing you want me to highlight, that's what moments are for. So submit that to greyshotproductions@gmail.com. Also remember to hit that like button down below. And if you could be so kind, maybe give a sub, maybe just hit that subscribe button, maybe, possibly, would be great, thank you. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mention my awesome Patreon supporters as well that support me down on Patreon as well, because that's too much shilling. And of course I'll mention them at the end of the video, like I always do. Definitely not shilling, absolutely not shilling. But in any case, let's shill for this person and Eichel. So we got Eichel and Herpy Durst. Oh god, Herpy has gone Ostrupen, so, oh, please let this be a good Ostrupen match, not something that just is utterly terrible. The reason I bring that up is simply because of the fact that usually a lot of Ostrupen games, it's either really good, and you have like, a great example would be like a T-34 instantly dying to so many Panzerfaust, or it goes horribly, horribly wrong with all the Ostrupen dying to like, a simple explosion or something like that. We'll see. WMG is also an interesting start against the British, and I like how it's also interesting against the British because the British didn't go any Vickers himself. He went all infantry section. But I guess he's able to go that because of the cheaper infantry allows him to keep the pressure up. Anyway, with this doctrine, Ostrupen doctrine of course, you get railway, which is good against fortification, so if the British goes that, that's a nice counter to it. Though I will say the Ostrupen, good in defense, but against offensively, I don't think they're going to do very well, especially against large groups of British infantry all upgraded. Now, if he doesn't upgrade his infantry, he'll have advantage, but we'll see. Double MG in the building, laying down suppressing fire on that position. Very nice indeed. Dude, I don't care how awesome that stone, like fence is, you're going to want to get out of there. He does have a universal carrier, however, over here, so assuming a flamethrower is probably in the cards, you could easily burn them down out of here. The other things that this does get is a storm officer. It's okay. Smoke barrage, again, help get through MGs, but you're not really facing that. The big thing, I think, at least in my opinion, is I really enjoy the supply drop. It's 450 manpower, but you get an MG and a pack. You do have to remand them, but if you combine how much they both cost, it's easily worth it. Especially if you're remanding them with Ostrupen. Plus you get a little bit of fuel munition. So in my opinion, it's worth the resources you put into it. But you just need to protect it, because if the enemy gets it, that's a lot of free stuff for them. Ostrupen doing wonders, pushing him back. Flamethrower unit, as I stated, opening fire. Ostrupen burning alive, but hey, they're okay. Oh god, actually, while they're on fire, let's double check their ranks real quick. Herpy has a small advantage, but Eichel's not. Yeah, I've seen lower rank guys beat. Like I think it was on this map. There was an OKW player that I think trashed a Soviet player, if I recall correctly, or maybe it was the other way around. But in any case, one had no rank and the other one did, and the no rank guy won. And the guy's like hacks, and it's like really. But in any case, Panzerfaust not active because he doesn't have a building. That's funny. Yeah, he doesn't. He completely skipped over it. To be fair, because he now has the upgrade, he got that building. Really? Got Panzerfaust from that range? Okay. Luckily, he should be able to back up. Maybe enough to get within MG's range. Although the Astrupen is really, really trying to kill it. I don't think it will. It's not. Okay, now it's not going to. Oh, he got it. I am actually surprised on that. I thought that it would have been suppressed and he would not have been unable to. But he got it. And right now, Herpy is definitely putting on the pressure against the Brits. That's a decent early victory. Though, the one thing the Brits have is overall they are better infantry than Ostrupen. So we'll see what happens. But it looks like Herpy knows this and says, okay, I can't beat him necessarily in a one-on-one fight. Let's have the MGs back me up and let's have a half-track support them and most likely support them via reinforcement. He could go flame. I could see that. But I don't know how effective that will actually be. Especially against a Brit who could go armored half-track and just be like, and really just close the the effectiveness of the half-track real quick. So, Eichel, what are you going? He hasn't picked anything yet. He's got a sniper. Half-track, he's getting a flame. Okay, that won't allow him to reinforce. I don't think he cares. British forces in need of some medics. Medic! Let's see. He could go with Royal Engineer. He can go with Vanguard Operations or go with Tac Support. There's not a ton of buildings on this map, so Tac Support usually requires a building to get into. This would be the only one I could see on this entire map that you could really go for. And I don't think you want to rely on a doctrine that really focuses on that building. As you can see, designating an occupied building. And if you don't have that, well, that could suck. You could always build one, but I always like the free building. What else? So yeah, that could be an issue, especially with the railway. I don't know about that. Vanguard Operations seems like probably the most beneficial one because you get the infantry bonus, the anti-armor infantry attack, the vehicle repairs, and a crocodile good against infantry and armor alike. Plus you get recon flares. Yeah, Wehrmacht player coming on the left, taking over the points. Resource-wise, doing very well. With those, with all this territory now under his control, he has objective victory. He's going to have fuel victory. He's going to have munition victory. And right now, he has more population than the Brits. Ostrupen easily being pushed back, but half-track, knowing this coming over, Sniper might be able to pop a shot, is unable to. British infantry falling back, however, I think he knows the half-track's coming, so he wants to pull back. And again, oh shoot, no, he's just going for it. And the double flame barrage is just easily pushing him back.
Heavy armored car ready.
Yeah, they're trying to hold on to this fuel, but it's not working. Armored car, though, deploying. Very nice. This thing is very good against infantry, very good against armored vehicles. It even has a bonus, the target treads, that can actually be very effective against more heavily armored targets and just trap them. Great shot. Now he has to watch out for an Ostrupen, but as far as I know, he doesn't have any other AT. Armored car also has pretty good accuracy, as we can see. Oh, okay. As soon as I give you a compliment, you have to miss it. Good job whiffing it. There we go. Good hit in that regard, and managing to kill the half-track. Ostrupen coming in, but it's too little too late. Armored car is going to be able to escape, and British infantry on standby. So very nice job with all these forces. British infantry now coming over right. Ostrupen laying the defensive work to just try to hold ground. Sniper, though, just going to keep putting pressure on. Now, we can see there's multiple squads coming in. He might try to kill it, but Ostrupen not that great. As you can see, he fired, all these guys fired a shot, and the sniper was like, it's not that much. I mean, it's doing damage, but it's not enough, and the Ostrupen has to pull back. Brits, do you have any other upgrades? You have no upgrades. I would highly recommend upgrading your infantry. That is something, especially in a 1v1, you want to do, so that way you can win more, better engagements. Grenade right there would be great. You're moving up your armored car. I'm assuming you're trying to break this, but again, you're just going to be Panzerfausted. You pushed him back. I guess that achieves victory, but you don't. You have one Royal Engineer squad. You're laying down mines. It's a good defensive tactic. With all the resources back on right under your control, though, you should be able to gain back the lead, I assume. Fuel. No, it's going to be dead even. Okay, it'll be dead even. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. AT gun moving up. You probably saw that, which is why you smoke. British infantry needs to probably pull back. Nice try with the direct fire. Again, if you know they're in the smoke, you could actually activate a direct fire ability to kind of anticipate where the enemy's going. And you can actually see as well, because in Fog of War, so if we activate Fog of War and we switch over to him, you can actually hear the vehicle, and also if they go through brush, you can actually see it. So you can see it right now, the vehicle coming through. So you can kind of identify where it's going and maybe lead a shot toward it. Anyway, Minesweeper, just in case. Again, Herpy just like, I see your mines, and I raise you a middle finger, because it's not detonating on my watch. Sniper, again, doing damage, but there's 6 men in these squads, so it's not going to be as effective versus a Grenadier. So this would be about 8, was it? 6 men, so roughly do the math, that's what? About 16.5% effectiveness compared to 25% effectiveness? Again, bit of a difference there. Anyway, forces being pushed back. Again, Herpy technically has less men, but I'm assuming he's saving up. Okay, no, he has escalate battle phase 2. It's probably going to be another 2 minutes before he can get any type of major armor. Meanwhile, the British will still have that armor superiority, and Eichel did go Vanguard Operations, so he went what I thought. Alright, so you still get to upgrade your men. That's the biggest issue. You have tons of munitions, literally Brens for everyone, and you could easily push back this Ostroupen. You would have to still worry about the MGs, but a good flanking maneuver could easily knock them out. Or the Sniper, honestly. Sniper moving up to snipe the MG could do wonders against it. You've got the new company command post, so artillery can be used to its full advantage. More smoke over here. I'm assuming the AT gun, try to pop some shots. MG, again, multiple targets hitting it, having a hard time suppressing either of them. Panzer Grenadiers moving on in, Sniper pushing it back. Again, British infantry section still there, and most likely will be able to hold the line, I assume. Okay, pulling on back. British infantry on standby. Sniper moving on up, decapping these locations. Not too bad.
What's next then?
Armored car pushing on up.
There's a shiny new officer and gentleman ready to go.
Alright, lots of they have 3 Ostroupen squads. None of them also have the upgrade. He has enough resources. I'm actually curious. Oh, requires battle phase 3. Really? They did that? Huh. That must be new? Or maybe I just am dumb and I didn't notice it for a long time, because I swear I thought that you didn't need that. But he just got it, so now he can upgrade all these men with the MG42. But again, that just goes to show Ostroupen, they're good for plugging in holes, but don't expect them to lead charges for quite some time into the battle. I love this sniper. I love this sniper. Again, if you need free recon, just have your sniper lying in wait around, and then the Germans won't notice it. Oh, that's perfect. Fire. Great shot. That would also be amazing if he could fire the shot and the bullet would actually go through. We finally have a grenade. Great bundle grenade against all those targets, and Commandos showing why 4 men are better than 18. Holding the line. I like 1v1s because, again, this game not as well optimized for its 4v4 environments, so it's nice to be able to zoom in and not have a dramatic frame drop, or at least noticeable from like 60 to 30. It just keeps around the same 60, which is very nice. Anyway, armored car kind of moving on in. And by the way, I have a GTX 1080 and stuff like that, so before anyone says, go Greyshot, you need to upgrade your PC. My PC's fine, it's just this game, oh boy. This game can require a bit more to run than is really necessary. Anyway, Pack gun hitting a nice shot, but dropping smoke. He's gonna pull back with that. Armor car gonna continue to harass this AT gun. Yeah, I'm curious to see what it's gonna do. Still no grenades for the infantry section, which is a bit weird, or upgrades for that matter. Eichel is, I'm assuming, saving up for a Cromwell. Herpy Jerson, in the meanwhile, is saving up for something else. He's building up the heavy Panzer Corps. Now, he has enough fuel to where he could probably get a Panther, and that'll probably be the best thing. The enemy's getting a Centaur, so I don't know if a Panther is the right choice. If honestly, I'd probably get... Oh my god, Commando's moving in. Not enough for a gammon bomb. I don't know if he's lying in wait. Sniper just causing more hell. Again, the air landing officer's great for just causing damage close range and also leading charges. The British infantry opening fire now. Sniper needs to pull on back. It's going to be mowed down by those LMGs. Normal Austrupan shots may not do damage. Oh, nice mine, by the way. British anticipating him going into the building, so places a mine there. I remember the good old days where I would mine up every single doorway, and then when a Fallschirmjäger squad or partisan would walk out, they would instantly die. The good old days. But in any case, British infantry section laying down some cover, doing the raid operation to quickly take territory, which is very good. Again, increase the munitions and fuel they receive and decrease the stuff for the Axis. They're going to need to open fire, and it's not complete yet, and they're not able to capture it. Now, the British infantry section did a nice volley, doing a lot of damage first Panzer Grenadiers, and they continue to. Panzer Grenadiers will win the battle, but they won't be able to win any more fights. They'll at least keep the territory under their control. And Harpy Gers went exactly what I thought he was going to go. Why go Panther if the enemy doesn't have a lot of armor? You could say, oh, what if he's anticipating that? But and the Panther would be okay. But going up Brumbar is definitely saying an FU to that infantry. The infantry section have no AT and would have a hard time dealing with it. And they don't really have any major sort of AT to deal with that Brumbar long range. So yeah, Brumbar can be very effective in this engagement. Sniper once again there, throwing artillery down. Both are active right now, so we could have both artillery guns lighting them up. Sniper needs to retreat immediately before it dies. Artillery is about to rain down. Can we get a nice shot on the Austrupan? Actually, yeah, we got a decent shot on the Austrupan. Commandos rushing up, pushing them back. British keeping up the pressure across the board. Might be able to steal a pack, honestly, or just go tell your guy to kill it. That would be a good idea. If he tells it to kill it, this guy... Okay, this guy has played 1v1s. This isn't a scrub. He knows some basic tactics. One, keep... again, a major rule. Don't let the enemy get their equipment back once they decrew it. Brumbar, on hold fire, is now engaging an armored car. Here's the thing. It's so ridiculous because this thing has a lot of heavy armor, but this thing has a decent gun that can just go circles. And it's hard enough for that Brumbar to hit it and do damage, so I think the armored car would actually win a fight against it. He needs infantry to support it. But if he does, the Brumbar will just keep pushing forward. Now, neither side has put down any caches yet, and I don't expect them to. It's a 1v1. Unless you get a full army of PopCap, you just don't have the manpower to. You're just trying to get your men refilled and kind of move all over. Now, he was trying to move up, but the British infantry section did put pressure on him. Eichel did finally upgrade his men. Now with upgraded weapons, just with an extra man. Brumbar, I think, got a nice shot on it. But I think if the armored, if the armored car was able to do some rounds, I think you would be able to put a lot of pressure on him and actually push him back. Now, this has AT grenades, so yeah, he's definitely going to want to focus fire that. Sniper, I'm assuming... Oh, he's coming on the flank. I don't know why that you... Oh my god, no. Whew. He's going after the sniper. Oh god. Sniper, run. Sniper, run. Oh, you're going to fire a shot on it? Brumbar gets a beautiful shot on a armored car that literally had a busted engine, so the Brumbar could not physically miss. Nice. Now, if I was the British player, I would probably get some... Oh, nice shot. Again, using the special shot to kind of pin it. Centaur moving up to just murder the infantry. British trying to hold mid, but just having issues. But they are taking right. Maybe they're trying to flank around. That would probably be the better idea. Sniper continuing to put pressure on that armored car, which is hilarious. It being probably one of the best AT units he has at his disposal. And it's an armor-piercing sniper. Any case, there's still some mines left. Nice job on the decap, pushing it back. Centaur moving on up with the British sniper, providing support of fire against the infantry. So very cool in that regard. They're decapping it. He knows it. Knows he can't get it in time and just going to pull on back so he doesn't lose any more stuff. Sniper advancing, again, hold fire so we can, again, have recon. Again, just kind of give you an idea of how much he does. It's a decent amount. We have the supply drop coming in. Again, it's a lot of manpower down the drain, but Herpy has lost a lot of manpower recently, so this is additional munitions. This is additional fuel. We have the pack gun and the MG34. So this would allow him 3 MGs to kind of cover his flanks. I'm assuming to hold back the British infantry, which is he's in a precarious spot now against, and also have an additional pack gun to fight the the Centaur and whatnot. Also, the British very close, and I'm assuming going to try to go for something. If I was him, maybe go with the Comet. That way you have something to go toe-to-toe with the Panther, and you know that he doesn't have a Tiger or King Tiger, so he can't exactly go something that elevates it. The Comet should be able to go head-to-head with it. Or you get a Firefly. Not a bad choice, not at all. It's a good AT, and honestly, it's a good, I mean, just a tank destroyer to rip them to shreds. I'm thinking just because the amount of infantry the enemy has, that the Comet could be a little more effective, but if you want something now, the Firefly would be a good second. Wow, British infantry just destroying the Panzer Grenadiers, but a great Brumbar shot does enough health damage to push him back. Sniper, once again, putting pressure on the Brumbar, which, oh god, he's moving in. He throws the artillery down, dodges the shot. Artillery's going to rain down that sector. MG suppressing him. Actually, MG's kind of back-to-back, honestly, preventing a flank. So artillery's raining down. British kind of holding to the right. Yeah, the British, actually, it's dead even right now. Neither side can cross, and the British hold mid. So very cool. Very cool in that regard. The British are winning. They just have a little bit more, but it's really just who owns this road. Honestly, we can see here the British has laid down some mines, so again, curious to see if this armor can punch through and do damage. But with the Firefly coming in, this Brumbar is not going to be as effective as it could, though I'm expecting a Panther out shortly. Great shot by the Firefly, straight down on the Brumbar. Gonna definitely push that sucker back. Pack gun now opening fire. Firefly cannot advance because of the pack gun guarding it. And even though the Sturmpanzer did take some damage, it's still okay. The Brumbar itself has great front armor, and actually just a good amount of armor in general. So even with a Firefly, it's going to take quite a few hits to crack it. The problem, though, it comes in this, where the British is just saying, oh, I'll just quickly repair my Centaur. He's going to be back up and running pretty quickly, even after those pack shots. Infantry coming on in the flank, but the MG suppressing. This Ostroupen's kind of holding. The Sniper's still there, though it is very low on health. He's going to need to get another one. Commandos came in. I don't know what they did, but the Brumbar almost killed it. Very surprised as well he doesn't get an MG on here, just to increase combat effectiveness. That way he can actually hurt some of the infantry. Royal Engineers coming on in, be like, nah, I'm not going to go after that. Pack gun still on standby. Firefly. Again, Tulip Rockets would probably be a good combo to pin it. Nice shot with the pack, pushing it back. Royal Engineers so quickly heal it. We have a Panther now being deployed. And right now, that is a really good option, have the Panther Brumbar combo. The Brumbar, I still think, is necessary because he is right now 4 infantry section, all vetted, by the way. Each one of them is vet 2. And yeah, that infantry section right now, the only thing that's been doing a damn good job at least holding him back is the Brumbar. So I think this was still a good choice to go and have. I think Herpy, you just need a little more AT against the Centaur. Nice shot with the pack, although a large amount of British forces are advancing. Ostroupen has to hold the line, and right now they're doing okay, but as we can see with their kills, they're not getting a lot of kills. They have like 13 kills overall, but they're holding. They're doing what they can. Pack guns on standby. Ostroupen just holding the line. We have a Panther advancing. Armor's on the standby. German infantry just barely holding the line. MG's providing suppressive fire and doing what they can. Brumbar moving up, I don't think that's a good idea. Firefly could crack it, and or Tulip it. He's still, like, he could very easily get the Tulip rockets. We also have a Centaur coming in on the flank, so we could easily see a Centaur just massacring infantry if they try to come in, or just massacring this. Now, the Panther, smart enough, realizes this and goes like, okay, I'll deal with that Centaur. Meanwhile, the Firefly is pretty far back, though I think he realizes what's going on and moving on up. Centaur taking damaging the MG, but moving up, I'm assuming, needs the Tulip rockets, in my opinion, to really fight this Panther. The first armor loss of the game's, or major armor loss. Armored car, I guess you could still count, but oh damn, no! Using the obstacle to their advantage, Centaur managed to escape. I honestly thought I was gonna die. Firefly needs to put pressure on. Great hit by the Firefly. A T grenade going out. Do we just see a reversal? The Centaur lives and the Firefly might be able to kill the Panther? Oh, damn. If that happens, that's a hell of a turn. It's going to take 2 shots from the Firefly to kill it, though. Tulips would have sped up the process. Pack gun coming in to protect it. Doing a direct fire, but all the logs have saved it. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's railway. I really don't know where it's... Oh, it's firing over here. Okay. Not really hitting all that much, more like, I guess, just keep the enemy back. Infantry trying to move on in. I think they should try to cap that fuel, honestly. That would probably really help them out, just getting the additional fuel reserves. Centaur is, by the way, almost healed, so we can rapidly redeploy. Meanwhile, Panther's still damage engine, so the Centaur could easily move in with infantry support to help push this stuff back, with the Panther not going anywhere anytime soon. Sniper healed, and also Vet 2, which is really cool. Mine going off, stopping the Ostrupen, while a Centaur moves in to try to counteract. I have no idea what this Firefly is doing. I'm assuming he's coding him in. So, go to Min, try to get Panzerfaust, and the Centaur just mows him down. Pack gun, though, still there. Doing a lot of damage. Sniper as well, moving on in. That pack gun, I think it's overextending. I think it's overextending quite a bit. Nice. Again, we have smoke going down to protect it. Again, and also main reason to heal it. And yeah, pack gun is... Pack gun like went too far, and now there's nothing stopping them. We do have railway coming in, but I'm curious to see if it actually gets a hit. A lot of times it doesn't. Nice job with the sniper pulling it back to try to get the hell out of there. Bombarding a nice shot. Firefly needs to move in to assist, though with the railway right there, it is a risky business. Centaur putting in pressure, trying to kill the ET gun, but alas, not doing any real major damage to it. A little bit of health, but not too much. And right now, the infantry and stuff on the bridge side are being pushed back. Is that detect? No, it's not detected. Okay. British infantry are kind of holding up in mid. I don't know why, but they're shooting the Panther on the flank. Bullets don't hurt tanks, but the tank will hurt you. Or I guess more of an assault gun, but you get my idea. It's going to do a lot more damage to the infantry, and the infantry are going to do none to it. Now, to be fair, if the infantry got upgrades, they could do something. However, I just don't see that. Now, again, Firefly is something that can definitely crack a Brumbar, but the problem is, there we go, he's finally, no, he's not. He's not getting the tulips. I don't understand. I really think the tulips would help him out in this situation. He's getting a second Brumbar, so maybe he's trying to think, okay, let me think about it. Well, no, that also doesn't make sense because he doesn't have the weapon rack. Also, if I was him, I would lay down a cache there, lay down a cache over here, maybe a cache over here. Just try to put down some caches so that way you have additional munitions. And maybe that's what he's doing right now. This is heading straight for this, so I'm assuming. Maybe? No? Okay. Centaur coming in on the flank, artillery breaking him up. Firefly just needs one last shot. And Brumbar manages to escape. Double Pioneers pulling on back. Panther could move in, though I think it's a trap. We have 2 Fireflies on standby, meaning if this thing moves in, Fireflies of both varieties will open fire, and that Panther can't take sustained fire from 2 Fireflies. It's just not going to happen. Now, this guy's also, I'm assuming, moving on in. Tons of manpower still. Easily easily could see additional munitions coming down. And in case you're wondering how much that is, that's an additional 10 munitions per turn that I could see coming in from 2 caches. Now, to be once again 100% frank, he doesn't have to do that, but I think the resources that he could gain over time, especially if this game's going to be dragged out, will make up the difference of the manpower right now. And I think all of his men are fine. Some need a bit of health, which he could activate for free. But oh my god, that sniper is also just barely clinging on dear life. Give that guy a bandage. But it's still alive. It's still doing fine. Honestly, additional caches I think would be totally fine. Good bundle grenade here. I think he tried to hopeful that he would retreat, but it didn't work. Centaur, though, moving on in to push them back. Right now, again. Oh, shoot. MG suppressing it? Nope. The British infantry are flanking it. Big push on left. I don't think he's paying attention. Okay, now he's paying attention. He's trying to kill the sniper. I don't think he will. Again, Ostrupen not that great offensively. They're retreating back here. Centaur moving on up. Commando's lying in wait. I guess he was trying to move up, but did not work. And infantry section, good job, just kind of using this wide open environment to flank any NG in the sector. Great shot, by the way. British stopping the German assault. Also, Herpy, even though he's lost a lot of men, and he's not, you would think that he's not doing as well, he actually still has a rather large army and is still holding a good chunk of the map under his control and contesting mid, which is stopping his victory point deterioration, which is lower than the British by a large margin, but he's still doing rather well. I wouldn't say he's doing bad in any situation. I think maybe using the railway a bit too much, but that's subjective. Again, maybe he was using it to deflect, and maybe that did save him. But anyway, Firefly's moving in, and that's not subjective. They will murder armor if they get close. Good job, Brumbar pushing them back. Though we do have infantry section back here decapping, which is once again very weird. Also, he has plenty of manpower. Okay, never mind. He's putting down caches. Good. Because you see here, there's additional 5 munitions per turn per cache. Anyway, British infantry section kind of holding the line right there, pushing the enemy back. Double Fireflies have been spotted. Pack gun moving in to start counterfiring. Good idea. And again, in 1v1, you have to always worry and micro, because you got a situation like this where a pack gun just walks on in and is just firing at the Firefly from afar. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have range, so he can't see the Firefly, but he is pushing them back, or at least the Panzer Grenadier is pushing them back. Maybe upgrade them with Panzer Shreks? I don't know. I feel like that might be effective. Sniper once again pulling on back. Pack gun and Brumbar opening fire, pushing the British slowly but surely out of mid and the right side, which is allowing additional resources for Herpy and allowing him to get the capture point as well if he can dislodge them. Now with the double Firefly right there, they will do a lot of damage versus the Brumbar, and now we have strafing support, so expect the airstrikes. Oh boy. Again, with that, you have to watch out for the infantry strafe against the AT guns and what's it called? The rockets against any armor. Now, a beautiful railway finally gets a marked target, and by God, can we get a double? We don't get a double, but we do get a damaged Firefly. Very close indeed. I'm actually kind of seeing just where. Okay, just right there. Cool. So one Firefly has been taken out. He is now getting a Comet. Combine that with the Firefly, and again, I would say probably he wants Tulip rockets, but whatever. Strafing support used a lot of his munitions, so he's obviously not getting that. Also, he's putting down a fuel cache. Oh wait, no, sorry. I thought he was putting down a fuel cache. My apologies. Looked like he was going to. I don't know. I think that might. Let me think about this for a second. That's fine. You are more limited on fuel compared to Herpy, which isn't. I mean, to be fair, the British has lost the armored car and the Firefly, so he's definitely taken more losses. Holy crap! You know what? He's like, screw the Comet. Let me just get a 17-pounder. And you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Keep the armor out of mid, and if you just have an infantry game, You've shown that you can at least hold him back.
Enemy causing trouble.
Anyway, and also the Brumbars are not Brumbar. The Ostrooper are not doing him any favors. Again, Vet 3 though, Brumbar, it's still gonna do damage against the infantry, but as soon as that 70 pounder's up, he's gonna need to move that sucker back before it gets, well, annihilated. 17 pounder is up and running. He immediately pulls on back. Nope, he's going in. He doesn't notice 17 pounder, which opens fire, does a decent amount of damage toward him, and he immediately pulls on back. Now remember, the 17 pounder's range is this red line, so if it goes past this dotted line, you can hit it. But if it's outside, he can't really do anything. It stops. So Firefly's on standby, most likely waiting for a heal. And maybe, just maybe, we could see a good counterattack of some type, or I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what I would want out of each side. Railway right here could be effective if you already fortify or make him fortify, so that way he can't harden brace his defenses, and the railway can just annihilate it. You have given the armor upgrades, while the British has yet to give him tool-ups. Again, I'll keep calling him out for that. But at least he has a lot of territory, and it seems like he's still putting pressure on the Germans. But the Germans, though, just slowly gaining up more and more in terms of overall population. So even though they're taking losses, they're still doing rather well. Centaur doing wonders and killing the guys in the building. Meanwhile, British infantry holding the line while the protect the 17 pounder. And yeah, he's double pack gun, which you may have to worry about hitting the 17 pounder. But like I said, I don't think he has to worry, because I don't think, yeah, Brumbar's going to open fire, and I think the infantry section are going to hold. And besides, the Centaur's on the flank, and even if he moves up this thing, you still have the other Firefly can come in and help plug up any gaps to kind of move on in. So, pack gun opening fire on Centaur, pushing that sucker back. MG's on standby. Maybe spread them out a little bit more. That might be helpful. Yeah, Gavin Bomb going out, not doing as much. Kind of, again, the grenade has to be on the models to be effective, and it really wasn't on the models, so it didn't really do all that much. It did like a quarter health. One guy died. One guy died, compared to the entire squad, which I've seen and had happened to me multiple times. Also, gotta give credit where credit's due. 30 kills with the sniper, and this thing has been a thorn in Herpes' side the entire game. Also, good job with the veterancy on that. And, I'm sorry, not veteran. Yeah. Actually, no, with the veterancy on it, with one infantry killed. That poor guy that got a gigantic tank round through it. But in any case, MG being laid down. A sniper putting pressure on. MG lighting him up, though he pushed them back. It doesn't matter. Artillery's coming down, but kind of missing a lot of the targets, so I don't think he really has to worry too much. British coming in, throwing a Gammon bomb, because again, he went with the, hammer. So because he went with hammer, he has Gammon bombs with his infantry, which are very effective, as we just saw, at murdering stuff similar to like a satchel. So yeah, very good in that regard. Very good. In case, yeah, but even with that loss, Herbie's still doing fine. He's very popular. He actually has more men. Oh, nope, never mind. He had more men. Ostrooper coming on the flank. Again, this is something where if he notices it and he hardens and braces, he'll be fine. And I think he might be waiting for the moment it comes in. Again, we know we're dealing with a smart Brit. He's waiting to the last second so we can just have, again, the brace for as long as possible. Because you can see here, braced, it's taking shell after shell. Would not go for that right now, though. Nice job with the munitions back here. Large push over here. Needs to bring up his armor. 17 pounder did eventually die. But still, he might end up losing something else. No, actually not. He didn't throw it. I'm actually very surprised he didn't throw that AT grenade. Very surprised. Okay, we also we actually have 2 Brumbars moving up against all the infantry. Oh, God. Here's the thing. Oh, he doesn't have the munitions. The munitions is what's killing him right now. Sniper pulling up. Okay. Sniper pulling back. That would have easily held back that stuff. And you could have used a special shot to knock out the Panther's main gun for the Firefly to keep pounding him, but okay. You are building another 17-pounder. Good. I think that maybe you need some type of defense over here, like an MG. You can't get a Boffer, I know that. Great shot, by the way, using the long range. Again, the bunker buster for extra distance. And again, with those Brumbars, with all that vetted infantry, it's just going to slowly be whittled down. Even though Herpy right now doesn't have as many really solid infantry units. Okay, but yeah, he needs to hold the line if he wants that 70-pounder to live. Though, nice job with it, at least putting pressure on the Axis. Because we can see right now the Axis are down easily, almost close to 3 times as much as Herpy. So, yeah, the British is doing a good job keeping pressure. But with his losses, I'm curious to see how long that goes for. His caches are a step in the right direction. And I think him capturing this would also be a good step. Double Pioneers trying to heal the Brumbars, but they're currently gone. And I'm assuming if he moves up his Panther, it's going to be knocked out by the 17-pounder. Which, that again, the railway off map is what's going to be a huge counter to it. But it's 200 munitions down, and if he uses any Panzerfaust or specials, that could seriously impair him. Sniper possibly open fire against the Panther, maybe. Getting a good hit. Firefly as well. Ostrupen coming in, though. Sniper gonna make it. British infantry taking mid. Centaur still being healed in the back. Right now, really nothing stopping these Ostrupen from moving up, except for 1 infantry unit. Throwing Gammon Bomb is like a last resort type movement. He's probably gonna move out of the way. He will. Does a little damage, not much. And British infantry will hold the line until the Brumbars come in and decide to scare him away. And by scare him away, I mean literally drive him off with giant explosive shells. The best thing that he could hope for is again getting enough munitions where you get to a piercing shot and open fire. But I think as soon as he starts doing that, he's going to recognize that and stop him from doing that. The best guess I would probably say in this scenario would be get the Firefly and come this way. Because you know he has the pack guns on right. And you can use your sniper to identify that. That he has stuff on the right-hand side. Oh, nice job, by the way. I like this, using the removing the building so he can fire long range, but it's not enough. Brumbar's not able to get close enough. 17-pounder is turning, I think, slightly. Oh, he's direct firing. That's cool. Since he got rid of the building, I guess he could just fire through? I thought he would need a piercing shot, but I guess he can just fire at that general area. British taking some losses, but 17-pounder doing its job and pushing back that stuff. Panther, by the way, barely clinging on. If he can get recon on that, the 17-pounder gets another shot off. Firefly. Main gun destroyed in quick succession. Firefly, though, being pushed back by the packs. Should be able to hold back as long as it doesn't fire. He does not get that last shot because the Firefly could not. Tries to do a direct fire, misses. However, right now Centaur has to pull back. Infantry section are pushing on in. They're pushing on the flank. Right now he needs the infantry section in mid because the pack guns will open fire, and we can see here that's 200 munitions down the drain. And again, railways coming in. You can see the light, or the little shadow. And again, waiting to the last moment. Very smart. I think that's a dumb move. I think it's a really dumb move to use the Firefly's heal ability. That's 40 munitions plus have a thing heal it. I think it just would have been smarter to heal it instead of wasting 40 munitions, because you could use that for, I don't know, something more effective against this, like artillery flares or something. Meanwhile, Centaur died, but I feel like this might be his plan. I feel like if you want to deal with all this infantry and stuff, Churchill's not a bad option, but Eichel has lost quite a bit over the course of this game. Sniper's still up and putting a lot of pressure on the Germans right now. 38 kills respectively, a ton of vetted troops. Right now those Brumbars are really what's fucking him. Now, the Firefly, if he can get sight, could knock out this one, but we also have the Panther here. He could also do a crit shot on there, and the Firefly could neutralize it. Good job. Sees it suppressed, tries to run over it. Aiming the special shot. Does manage to knock out its turret. We have an AT grenade being thrown, and Firefly now opening fire. Brumbar hitting it. Again, going to stop him from remanning that pack gun. Firefly could go for a second. And possibly third final shot on the... Nope, tank's going to hide. Release. Does direct fire. Misses it by a little bit. And Blob is coming back in. Pack gun, I'm assuming, coming back. Nice shot once again. Firefly, a second one this way would do wonders. But he has a Churchill right now, and that will do a-okay as well. Sniper continuing to just do damage, though gonna need to pull back. Luckily, we have artillery flares coming in. That's a lot of munitions not wasted, used. But with the Churchill right here, he can't move up the pack gun anymore, and also the artillery rocket might hit it. It does hit it, causing a lot of health damage. And with the Churchill right there, a flame attack will easily push this sucker back. He needs to back this thing up with the Firefly, because again, a Firefly like right here even, away from the pack, would do wonders. Good kill. Should be able to stop the engine Pioneers. And the Panther's screwed. It's stuck. It cannot move. So right now, if he can move up his equipment, maybe even reman this pack. I would reman this pack, honestly, until the infantry, until all this stuff to open fire. Now the big thing is this Churchill's main gun not that great against heavier armored units. It's so good against medium armor, but not against heavy. Good job, remain the pack. Pack gun turning. This is a perfect opportunity. If you do not use the opportunity, you are good shot. Saves the pack gun from being taken, and there's a loss for Herpy. I thought Herpy was gonna have a clean sweep, but no. Eichel coming back to take down that armor and push him and cause actually significant damage. Now, reserve-wise, Herpy has more for right now the current pop cap, but right now Eichel is getting more resources in terms of munitions, while Herpy is getting more in terms of fuel. If I was him, I would use this opportunity to take as much territory as possible and kind of reinforce. We have, once again, Ostrupen moving in, but they haven't really made a huge difference. I think normal Grenadiers would have been better to cycle them out if these guys die. Because, again, they're just, like, 12 kills. It's okay. It's not great. Especially for 46 minutes in the game. I would expect more. Sniper moving in, pushing them back. We have an MG still over here. Crocodile, they'll be like, I got this. We have another Brumbar being made with a double pack gun. Again, has to worry about that, though, if they can get some addition. Again, tell the engineers to grab this territory. Like, you need that territory. British infantry just wasting away over here. Although a nice fire barrage will easily push them back. Panther still, the engine is knocked out. That engine being knocked out is what's really killing Herpy, because he just can't counter that Churchill. The pack guns, while they could be effective, you really have to worry about that flame attack, because they could do serious damage. Zeroing's coming down. I don't know where. It's coming down right. He knows if the enemy captures that point, he's not gone, but it's gonna be definitely in a bad. He's gonna be in a bad position. I love the idea of a Churchill with war speed. That's just sure, why not? Pack gun moving on in, because I'm assuming he suspects. Yep, the Brumbars to come on in. Nice artillery coming in. I think that was his own artillery. Nope, British artillery's over here. No idea what that was. Maybe it was just a Brumbar shot. Anyway, pack gun and Firefly doing damage, pushing it back. Artillery stops the Ostrupen in their tracks. Good bounce right there. Awesome. We have a Churchill now fully up to full health. But Herpy has way more men now and a larger population. And also, as you can see, he still hasn't captured this territory. It's a big waste on his part. And that Churchill, the one thing he has advantage against the Brumbar is the fact that the Churchill may have more armor, but the Brumbars have range. They're really pushing back a lot of those, a lot of the infantry. But if he can move up the pack, he can move up the Firefly, and maybe even bring up the Sniper for an artillery, keep up the artillery, he should be fine. Yeah, he used that to get out of there, but yeah, that stuff is gonna need to stay back. Luckily with the Sniper, he has just enough range. He can just keep putting on pressure. And again, 45 kills. That's a pretty damn good Sniper. That's better than both Ostrupen combined. So way to go in that regard. Churchill coming in on the flank. Again, pack guns kind of right there. Can barely hit him. Needs the Firefly in. A bad move to engage without Firefly right there. Churchill luckily pulling on back outside the pack's range, so they won't be able to continue firing. Sniper coming along the side, hitting this stuff. could do a crit shot, or at the very least throw artillery. Pack gun moving on into support. We get a decent shot off it. We could see the... Nope, sniper gets out of there. Pack gun possibly opening fire, but pulls back because, again, the the Pioneer squad moving on in to kill it. We have Raw Engineers coming on in, but with low health. We do have another guy as well. Again, I feel like one squad coming this way could capture a lot of territory if he could. For some reason, Airland Officer or Commandos could be very good because you can kind of move them quickly and use smoke. I don't know. That's just my opinion or my thought process. Another thing you could do is get a Comet. I think you got one earlier or tried to get one. And yeah, it's 18 with all the people being remanned. Okay, Firefly's good too. The only reason I said a Comet is it has a I think a better range. And also it's good against all targets, so it would help against this stuff. Plus it would do decent damage against pretty much everything he has to offer. Firefly, he has 3 armored vehicles, 100%, but you have to watch out for the pack guns. You really do. And the pack guns seem to be spreading out pretty well, so... Strafing support coming in. Nice job pushing that back. I'm assuming we have another airstrike possibly coming in. Again, don't blob up your men. P-47 coming in. Great shot against that. Killed the Round Engineer squad. Churchill burning away the pack. Pack, again, the one thing I'll say about the Brit is he's like, this way would be a way better engagement area. But he's focusing on the Panther. That's a smart move. Knock out the Panther. Nice job hitting it with the pack. Gets the kill on the Panther. Pack gun might get the kill. Nope, misses. Loading. Oh, drop smoke. Okay. I love it. He could have gotten escape, but he's like, no, I'm going to be extra cautious. Screws him. It screwed him in the end. Oh my god. That was an awesome shot. Now, the airstrike did kill the Brumbar. Firefly hoping to kill this thing. Pack gun and sniper knocks out all 3 of them. And the other Firefly comes in. That's 3 armored vehicles down for the count. P-47 making... I'm sorry. Wait, what type of plane is that? No, sorry, Hawker Typhoons. Coming in to just make sure that thing dies, so very nice job. We did lose to Churchill. Let's be very clear that we did lose to Churchill, but Herpy Gers, my apologies, did lose all 3 of his armored vehicles. That was a pretty big KO for the British. Alright, so what does Herpy have at his disposal? He has Ostrupen, he has decent amount of munitions, not a lot. And he has a good chunk of infantry, some decently vetted. Right now, if I was the Brit, I would take this opportunity to get this point. The reason is you can keep the clock on the axis and force him down. Now, sniper again, freaking 50 kills. 50 kills. God damn. Good job, sniper. Just freaking great job. Just literally lighting up the Germans. Can we get a beautiful shot? Oh, beautiful shot. He turned into paste. Pulling back his men. British infantry taking the point, and while the other squad takes this, a gammon bomb could have been great if he microed it, but alas, it's fine. The big thing is right now is the Brit does not have as much anti-infantry that he probably needs. Right now, there's a lot of infantry coming in. The Fireflies are designed to kill armor. So the fact that these Fireflies can really not do anything at all versus all this infantry will screw him ever so slowly. Now, 50 points remaining. Right now it's 1 out of 5, like 8 times the amount of victory points ahead the other one is. Get in a building, bad idea with the flamethrower. If anything, Eichel, I think the Churchill would be your best bet. That way you can deal with the infantry. That or just steal an enemy Goliath and hopefully ram it in. Kidding. We have a Panther being made, so the Fireflies will have a new target soon enough. But yeah, the amount of, again, Herpy just relying base infantry actually working. This is why I think a Comet would have been better, because a Comet would have done wonders against a lot of these infantry groups and holding them back. Sniper just barely clinging on, definitely pushing that thing back. Again, British Infantry Squad, the only one there just holding the line. We have additional squads coming on the flank, but not much at all. Pack gun opening fire, trying to get the kill. Only has 1 pack gun right now. Okay. Oh my god, Herpy just realizes he has 2 fireflies and it's like, why would I get the, why would I get a panther? Because then the fireflies have a target. Let's just get more all infantry. We're going all infantry this game. And you know what? We'll see how effective that is. Honestly, it seems like that's actually doing quite well. The sudden infantry spam, or I guess just, you know, amount of units, is doing wonders because it's cutting off the resources. The caches are dying, and he captured all the stars. And the fireflies are essentially giant drains on him now. Each firefly, by the way, is worth 16. So that's a third of his army he physically cannot use. Now, I'm not saying he should do this, but if you want to increase his manpower, he could sacrifice a firefly, or just do what I do and try to run things over with armor. May not be as productive, but, you know, it would at least mean they would do something. So, meanwhile, the Brit player is going to continue to do damage. Again, we have 56 kills with that sucker. Damn, 36 kills respectively and 27. Good kill with the mine on the retreat. Again, pulling some of his forces back. He still has some things lying in wait, and I like the double pack gun, like guarding over here. Again, we have a firefly moving in. There's nothing he can hit, honestly, with that firefly. Pack guns will open fire, I assume. But once again, there's not even a cache that he can hit. Now, he realizes this, and he's going with the Churchill. I think this is his best bet. I think that if used correctly, that could easily do a lot of damage. Bundle grenade going out, he retreats into it. 2 great bundle grenades, doing a lot of damage. Doesn't get the kill, manages to get the one squad out, and the other squad got in this building to prevent a total collapse. Still holding the line, still doing a lot of damage. Very good indeed. Churchill moving on up against the double pack. I think you should have an infantry support, because right now there's nothing helping in that regard. British infantry pushing that back. Nice bundle grenade.
Enemy action has destroyed our forward position.
Again, gonna need to neutralize this stuff. Luckily, the flamethrower will do just that and burn the pack gun away. Strafing support's coming in. They'll do additional damage. He is packing it, so he is stopping it. Again, this is where Churchill by itself is not gonna win against 2 packs. You needed infantry support. You needed the Royal Engineer squad there instead of healing the Firefly. That would have done enough damage probably to kill that thing. But you didn't, and you lost a really good Churchill because of it. Also, strafing support is great when it's against both armor and infantry. But again, only one plane will strafe the infantry. Now, the sniper is the only thing you have left on the front, I think. Now you have infantry. Again, go grab the stuff on the right, because you need more fuel if you want to win this game. Right now, Herpy, the one counterpoint in him going so much infantry is he doesn't have the manpower to get everything back up. But I think he knows that, and I think he's okay with it, because he's deploying these guys as the delaying tactic until the Ostrupen come back up and heal. So, very nice in that regard. Sniper just kind of trying to get away. 1 bundle grenade, and this thing's a goner. Firefly once again on standby. The fact that again, I love the fact that the tank destroyer is literally killing him. That, by far, is just hilarious. Anyway, pack gun just trying to figure out what to do. Firefly, I think, actually got an infantry kill. There we go, got 1. Not saying it won't do anything, but it's going to be a lot before it can do something. Capture that point, dude. Let's see. Bridge infantry falling on back. I'm swinging toward the heavy cover. Not going to work. Going to need to get the hell out of there. I would even throw the gammon bomb. He's microwaving it pretty intensely. Sniper moving on up. Probably needs to heal. Yeah, again, good snipe. The sniper's doing wonders. I'll give him that. A lot more than this Ostrupen that got, okay, 14, 18 kills. But then, like, compare that to the British infantry section, you can see just the kill count is just so much higher. Any case, British infantry doing a lot of damage to the Ostrupen, hopefully trying to push that back. Again, realizing the enemy's trying to go for mid, he's like, okay, I'll stop that point so that way they never gets above 2, so I never lose points. Again, the Brit still has a lead, but it's slowly diminishing over time, and right now he doesn't have my opinion, the army to do enough damage to retake these points. Again, artillery in this sector would really help and pushing him back. Will he throw it? Yes, he will. Smoke going out, I assume soon. I have no idea why he's not. Okay, there, just threw it. Not sure why it waited so long, but okay. Good job, base artillery opening fire. Again, this is also where the going anvil might have helped because he would have had airburst shells, but whatever. He's holding the line. He's trying to anyway. Gammon bomb could be effective, but you have to anticipate where the enemy's going. You did, and say goodbye to a decent chunk of the Ostroupen. 2 squads down, or 2 members down. Infantry section falling on back. A lot of the infantry section is back at base. Doesn't enough manpower to get new squads or really anything else. And again, I love these fireflies. They can't do anything versing it. You would think that having tanks would win you the game, but in this situation, it's not. It honestly isn't. Bridge infantry section could lose right there. Very close to dying. MG, I'm very surprised since it's pressing. Pack gun moving on up. Okay. Fireflies look, at this point I would sacrifice a firefly just to get more manpower. Like it's that critical of a situation where you need more men and your fireflies are not getting kills. You're having them shoot, but they're just not meant to kill infantry. They're honestly not. Okay, maybe not the pack gun, but yeah, get rid of one of the fireflies. Get rid of the cheaper one. Also, this is a situation where a combat tank would have been way better and effective if he would have switched that out with this firefly, the new one he got when he killed all the armor. But what are you gonna do? Again, fireflies doing absolutely nothing. You have Vet 3-1, by the way. Can't even get another infantry kill. It's a tank destroyer, so I know, but still. All the infantry are grouped up right there. I'm assuming he might be trying to get him to kill it or something? I don't know. We have a firefly and a pack gun capturing this point. I guess he doesn't care? Oh, no, he's doing raid operation. Wait, if you're doing raid operations where vehicles can capture it. Yeah, bridge vehicles. Why don't you send this firefly to go capture... Oh, they have that. Will it drop smoke? No, it won't. Okay. Again, he's just sending wave after wave. And this is where the Ostroupen come into play. Because they're so cheap. They're just filling up the hole. They're literally just filling up the gap. And even the sniper, as good as he is, can't kill enough Ostroupen to turn the tide. And the fireflies can't do anything versing it. So I think we're going to fast forward it a little bit. Oh my god, I love this. It has no effect. It has no effect. They just can't do anything to it. It's hilarious. Guy's gonna send some stuff over here. Just not gonna work. Instantly suppressed. And yeah, he's gonna bundle grenade a good chunk of them. Sniper, 74 kills. Again, 75, 76. Jesus Christ. MVP of the game right there. And yeah, he lost it. He lost it because he didn't support his Churchill. And his fireflies could not do anything for the last course of the game. You got 2 additional kills with them. So good job. You got that. But overall, Eichel, you are a great Brit player nonetheless. Like the amount of losses Herpy Jers took is insane. So good job there. Both sides did a ton of damage. Herpy just got a little bit more, and I could probably see that being killing more of the base, the Brumbar damage, etc. Let's look at everyone's best units. I'm assuming the fireflies were his. 26,000 damage for firefly damage. 100 built. Wow, perfect. Right on the money. Pack gun, actually surprised. Although Brumbar got 49 kills. Wait, 51 kills. 2 vehicles, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, 2 vehicles probably out of that. Or maybe a building kill. Pack gun did 28,000 damage. Again, the pack gun was really good, and you remanned them really well. Like I said, that's a classic example of, okay, using the enemy's strength against them. Okay, they have tank destroyers. All infantry. Let's see how this goes. And it worked like a charm. The British infantry could not do anything, and because he was so few in men, he didn't have anything to support Churchill, which ended up dying a pitiful death. If he would have supported the Churchill, he would have easily crushed, most likely, all this infantry, because again, a well-defended, a well-equipped tank with infantry support will crush any number of infantry in its path. Doesn't matter if he has pack guns. Again, we saw here, if he just had one Royal Engineer squad, he could have easily taken them out. So, like I said, always support your armor. That's the big thing. And again, use your enemy's strength against them. But yeah, that was a really good game. Thank you, Herpyjurst, for submitting this replay. So thank you so kindly. Again, great game and a great 1v1. If you want to submit a replay, once again, submit to greyshotproductions@gmail.com. And if you have a special moment, same thing, same email, and I'll check it out. I also have a Facebook, and of course, if you are a Patreon supporter, there's a special section in the Discord where you can upload a replay and or moment, and that's in the replay submission Discord server like text box. Also, just one last thing to end it. If you want access to my Discord, become a Twitch sub on my Twitch account. Again, twitch.tv/greyshot17, or my Patreon for $1, or a Twitch sub, which is $5. And you gain access to my Patreon. Again, you want a shout out, which will happen in the next 10 seconds or 20. That goes up the tier all the way to being able to join anytime you want in my live streams. And if you're a Twitch sub, you get emotes and you get Discord access. So that's pretty cool. But in any case, it's been Greyshot17. Once again, thank you everyone who watched this game, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello everyone, I want to give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Milam, Ace, Chris Bailey, Javi, Jfoe, Joey240, Josh, JP Vaal, jrchicklis, Little Koosh, Moustache, Onlyplayapples, PyroShark, Rifle, Sebastian, Marszalek, Sergeant McPain, Streakingwookie, WhiteHodD, GTA, Jakub, Ocwieja, Nathan, Angus, and of course Tim. Thank you guys so much for your amazing support. This has been Greyshot17 and my amazing patrons, and I'll see you guys next time.